Fact is, confirmation bias is something behavioralists discovered, which is our basic human tendency to see evidence that confirms our prior beliefs, but to not see evidence that contradicts them, so that we hold to those beliefs, and when they're maybe wrong, we still keep making mistakes. So the problem fundamentally is, I say to you, here's a fact. If the fact is consistent with your beliefs, you absorb it readily because it reinforces you and it makes you feel good. But if it contradicts your prior beliefs, what most people will do with confirmation bias is bat it away. If I send to you some long, detailed data or analysis that's pretty in your face, it's really easy, if that contradicts your prior biases, to come up with an example you pull out of thin air over here, or something from over there that lets you throw it out. Because fundamentally, we don't like being less confident. We like being more confident. Behavioralism tells us that we as humans tend to naturally be overconfident, and being overconfident causes us to make bets where we don't really know what we're doing, and we're doing it based on those wrong biases, confirmation bias. So really what you're supposed to do is to think about all the ways the things that you fundamentally believe and think are right as they relate to markets might actually be wrong, and challenge yourself. Most people don't want to do that. It's just not real natural to want to think about, where am I wrong? But fundamentally, investing is a business where you're wrong a lot regardless. The very best still aren't right more than about 70% of the time, which means they have to be used to being wrong fully 30% of the time. And the business of being more right than wrong is what the game is, if you will. And that process of becoming more right than wrong is all about getting better by challenging yourself as to where you might be wrong, so you make fewer mistakes. It's really about mistake minimization. And confirmation bias routinely will come at us. I write columns all the time, you know, I think. And I'll say, here's a fact. And online, it's just always stunning to me how many people just dismiss those things out of hand without any serious analysis or any serious data refutation, just simple dismissal. When you simply dismiss, that's almost always a sign you're engaging in confirmation bias, and it's almost always a sign that if you're making a bet of any type financially, you're at risk of being wrong.